Welcome to This Old Cabin. I'm Hezekiah K. Quackenbush, and this is Jeb B. Decker. We're here today on the Miller farm. This is Mr. Jonathan Miller and his lovely wife, Mrs. Jonathan Miller. The lovely bonnet you have there, Mrs. Miller.
Thank you.
Yesterday, the Millers contacted us asking for help with the expansion of their new necessary. Now, this was built 10 years ago, back in 1866, just a year after the war. Now, 10 years of use does produce a few changes, especially when you run a cabbage farm. Now the Millers are expecting an addition to their family. What you got going on here, Jeb?
Well, Hezekiah, what we got here is your basic one-holer, which we're going to expand into a new luxurious two-holer. Two-holers are quite the rage with new expanding families.
Jeb, why don't we make this a two-story necessary? Nah.
Here, I'll help you. I think I got it. Thanks. Well, now that we got the measurements all done, it's time down to knock down that wall. Here, let me help you again. I got it. Get away, get away, get away, get away. Excuse me.
Let me get out of the way. Whoa! Geez, Code Brown! Code Brown! Oh, we're going to need a bucket for that.
Good thing I brought my boots.
You can clean that up, right, hon?
Yes, dear.
Well, while she's cleaning that up, let's go over and take a look and see what Jeb's doing. Hey, Jeb, what you got going on here?
Well, thanks to modern engineering, we're able to pre-manufacture this modular second holder, which will save us a lot of time at the site. And you can obtain these units over at your local Barnes & Yoder Home Improvement Mercantile.
Well, Jeb, we're going to have to make some adjustments first. You see, these units come one size fits all, so we're going to have to take a measurement. Mrs. Miller? Mrs. Miller? Mrs. Miller, I'd like to show you the latest improvement in outhouse comfort. Now, we call it TP. Professionals call it a tush protector. Verflug. It's too small, Jeb. Well, we're going to have to make some adjustments. Well, while we're doing that, let's have a word from our sponsor, and we'll be right back with some more stuff. Oh, hello. I'm Hezekiah K. Quackenbush, and whenever I need building materials or daily supplies, I go to Barnes & Yoder's Mercantile. Now, let's suppose I run out of horse manure. I can get real horse manure there, not mule manure, but fresh horse manure. And let's suppose I get hungry on the job. I'll stop by and pick up some turkey jerky. So remember, Barnes & Yoder Mercantile. And tell them Hezekiah sent you. Welcome back to This Old Cabin. I'm Hezekiah K. Quackenbush, and we're working here on the Miller Scheiss house, expanding it from a one-holer to a modern, flushless two-holer. And I see Jeb is just finishing up on the adjustments. Well, Jeb, you ready to move this baby into place?
Yep.
Okay.
I could use a little hand here.
Where are my gloves? Ah, Mr. Miller. Mr. Miller, we always like to encourage participation from the homeowner, so would you like to...
Mother?
Mrs. Miller, darling, please, allow me to assist you with this.
Thank you.
Hezekiah, this is our ever-present neighbor, Seamus Malarkey.
Yes. And I assume you have a permit for this now, don't you?
Mother, you did take care of that with Mayor Muck and Fudge, didn't you?
Yes, I showed him our assets, and he rose to the occasion with a very firm approval.
Well, good. No problems there. Okay, before we set the walls, we have to make sure that the module fits. Mrs. Miller? Yeah, that's a mighty good fit.
Let's do the walls!
Mr. Miller, why are you throwing so many nails away?
Some of these nails have the heads on the wrong end.
Schweinhund. Mr. Miller, those nails are for the other side of the wall.
This looks pretty good. I can just imagine what a three-holer would look like on my spread. When you're finished here, come see me. We'll talk.
There, it's finished.
No, the job's not complete till the final installation.
Good, I can finally get rid of those Sears catalogs. I know exactly where this is going.
Join us next time when we help Mr. and Mrs. Guano scoop the poop in their chicken coop.
Honey, it's a boy!